What's up, everyone? Adrian Morrison here. I want to welcome you to the Profit Power Hour. I'm excited to have you here. We got some cool stuff in store, some very, very cool stuff. Um, Everybody's piling in the room right now. This room does only hold 1,000 people with GoToWebinar, so it's pretty limited. Some weekends or some weeks we don't have a full house, and some weeks we do. So, if you ever get on here in the future and it says the room is full, just try again in 5 or 10 minutes, because a lot of people log in and log off and log back in. It's kind of weird, but you can usually find an open slot. What you see on the screen here is our welcome screen for those of you that are new. And you can get your free ecom store build with our AI store builder at profitph.com/free store. And it is free. There's no what do they call it? Like a bait and switch where like, oh, but you really have to buy something for this to work. It's free. You just have to have your own Shopify account. We give you our service for free. Shopify makes you get the $1 trial in order for your store to actually, be built and work. And below are some of our recommended vendors. So this will be here like every week, and we'll always go through these, and we go through products, and we talk about strategies and traffic and holidays and all of these things. We have some of the guests from these vendors, like Zendrop will come on, and Shine On will come on and show you what's working with their platforms. And the idea behind this is to give you training without you having to spend thousands of dollars on courses and coaching and stuff like that. So last week, I apologize, I was not, I wasn't here. I had an unexpected opportunity pop up that was just mind-blowing crazy. And if you've ever heard the phrase carpe diem, seize the day, and that's exactly what I did. I don't really like leaving my my family. I don't like leaving anymore. I like to be with Drake. I don't want to miss anything. As a dad, it's much harder to just go on the like impromptu trips. But yeah, last week I wasn't able to make it. I was setting up to get to Puerto Rico. I didn't have Wi-Fi. It was a bit of a crazy week. So I'm going to share just some cool things with you about this trip, and we might talk about it in the future. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I'm still vetting this, but it was really cool, and I do feel good about it. But it's definitely out of my out of my zone. So I'm going to share some pictures with y'all while everybody piles in, and we're going to go over some viral winning products with Zendrop. I'm going to show you some of the insider info for their most premium users to give you some cool product ideas to work with in the coming days and weeks. So let me tell you a little bit about this trip. So what you see here is me and my brother Anthony, who kind of like semi-retired the last 3 years. This kind of got him out of retirement a little bit. And he partners with me on the AI store builder. He really is a back-end guy looking at numbers and developers, and I'm a bit more of the present face of the company that we kind of merged together. So that being said, this billionaire that was the largest Bitcoin miner in the United States of America invited myself and me, my brother, and like 13 other what they call leaders out to Puerto Rico to his $40 million house that he bought from Jeff Bezos, the Amazon dude, as you know. And my brother called me and was like, dude, we've been invited out to this it's not really a mastermind, but to this with this group to hear about this project that's all blockchain, and it's going to like revolutionize the way streaming happens online, kind of like doing webinars like this. In the future, we may use this new platform, but I just said, okay, well, I don't want to miss out on this. If there's an opportunity to invest in it, I love investing and praying that it works out. I allocate funds for that each and every year to invest in different things, and some work and some don't. Most of them don't work, but some do, and that's what we're looking for. Anyways, he said they're going to fly us all out in a Gulfstream jet, which is a really big airplane, to Puerto Rico, put us up at the Ritz, which is a really expensive hotel, and then we're going to hear them out on this project that they want our help with, be it with marketing and things like that. So anyways, this is me and my brother standing in front of the plane they flew us on. Now, what I didn't know about this airplane is that it was Michael Jordan's. So it's like a crazy camouflage kind of style paint job here, and you can't see it in this image, but the Michael Jordan like symbol that's on all the Jumpman like Nike Jordan shoes and stuff, that's on the tail. And it was just a really surreal experience. I'm going to share this video for you. I'm just going to play it. Hopefully it doesn't lag, but this is a video of the plane, and I've just never been on anything like this. Like, this guy spent a lot of money to fly us out on this jet, and it's not just any jet. It's Michael Jordan, one of Michael Jordan's jet. You can see the tail number says MJ, and right there on the back you can see the MJ logo. And then you walk inside the jet, and even the carpets, everything, the seats, the seat headrest all have Michael Jordan's logo on it. It was just absolutely crazy. And then we got on there and we started flying to Puerto Rico. We're all like, okay, what is this going to be? What's going on here? And I show you this, A, because it's cool, but B, because there's always opportunity out there, be it Shopify, blockchain stuff, affiliate marketing. There's always a ton of opportunity out there, and you just oftentimes you got to like seize the day, seize the moment, and take advantage of these windows. And sometimes you win and sometimes you lose, right? But you never know until you try. And to be honest, I would be much more annoyed if I ignored something and then it ended up being a big winner, that I missed out on this massive opportunity, than if I paid attention to it and lost a little bit of time and money. I would rather lose the money paying attention than the potential massive gains by giving it a shot. So we got on the plane, and then they just had it loaded with food and steaks, and this is all the guys, it's all of us on the plane. There's Anthony, and there's Jared. He's the founder of Zendrop over there on the right. A lot of you use Zendrop's drop shipping platform. That's what we connect a lot of your products to. So yeah, it's just us eating, and there's a Michael Jordan logo. So it's very cool. Then we landed, and this dude has a golf cart escort us to a chopper. Now the chopper is going to take us from the airport, and this is the chopper here. It's going to take us from the airport to our hotel rooms. It was just absolutely crazy. So it had 3 choppers come pick us all up and take us there. It was really a VIP experience. And I did like the project. I'm not a blockchain Bitcoin guy, but it felt cool. It looked, the product behind it was really neat. And we may talk about it. I put money into it. I invested into it. And I don't know, like, I kind of just like, I'm going to do this because it sounds cool. And if I lose, I lose, but I will not say a word about it until I do more due diligence. I just acted fast. Sometimes you see opportunity and you act fast. If you don't act fast, you lose. So that's where I was last week. That's why we missed the PPH. And I just had to do it. It was a big opportunity. So I apologize for that, but hopefully it turns into something I can share with you all that ends up being something big for everybody. But time will tell. I really don't know at this point. So what we're going to do this week is we're going to go over some of the products that Zendrop deems winners right now. Most of the time you all want product ideas from me. Like I do polls, I email polls, I look at comments, all these things, and everybody's wanting to know what products to sell. And there's always new products that you could be selling. There's always new products that are trending each and every day, and each and every week there's something new that pops up, and you want to catch those waves. But what you don't want to do is get so caught up in what products popping off today or this week that you never do any marketing, right? Sometimes it's okay to miss a hot product that pops off for a week or two that's going viral. It's fine, because guess what? There's going to be another one and another one and another one. So don't get caught up chasing products and never marketing anything. What you should be doing is getting a couple of hot products, marketing them, testing them, seeing if they win or they lose, finding more products that are trending right now, rinse and repeat. But there's got to be some marketing and ads and traffic in between, the time frames where you're finding new products. So we'll talk a lot about traffic too. But in Zendrop, their most expensive plan, I forget how much it is, like a couple $100 a year. It's called their Plus plan or something. Let me see. I don't know. I should know as an investor in Zendrop, but yeah, it's $600, $600 a year for those of you that are new. I've shown this before. If you do it by monthly, it's $80 a month, or $550 a year. One of the things they give you access to is their top winning products. So this is their inside list of products that is working right now, and they upload this and change it roughly every 24 hours. So you would have to pay $600 really to get access to this, or almost $1,000 a year if you did it monthly to get access to it. What I like to do is come in here and just show it to you without making you buy that, because I want you to have opportunity to test things that are working right now. I'm not gatekeeping anything, right? As an investor in Zendrop, yeah, it would be amazing. I want more and more people to go buy Zendrop's Plus plan, because that makes their profit grow, and thus my investment more profitable. But you'll notice on here, I never try to sell this. I just show it to you for free. So in that regard, I don't guess I'm doing a very good job as selling it, but that's not my job, right? Right. On this webinar, my job is to give you good information that you can put to use immediately in your Shopify store to make some moves and make some progress. So let's look at some of these. I did this 2 weeks ago, and let's discuss, which ones really stick out to me, because some of these I would avoid, even though these are the top selling products. I would avoid them. Now, why would I say avoid some of these, even though Zendrop is saying these are the top sellers? Well, I'm saying that because sometimes big e-commerce stores already have an established following, they have an established list in a certain category or niche, and they can come get a product and they can run it up and make it seem like it's a trending product, but it's really only one or two sellers selling it to a list of prospects they already have on an email list. Like the nude flesh colored sticky bra adhesive things. I have no freaking clue what this is, but whatever it is, someone is selling a lot of it. And this is not something I think that you're going to put on a Facebook ad. I mean, you don't even, I thought this was like a blow up, like chair that you could sit in. I thought that was like a little indention right there for a chair. I guess I'm an idiot, but this isn't something that's going to work on Facebook ads. Like, I'd bet 10 out of 10 times if you ran an ad for this, it would flop and you would lose money. That's not something you're going to run ads for, right? Now, a high pressure car wash foam sprayer, this is something that you could run ads for, that people are going to see and immediately know what it is. It's easy to show an example of what it does. I imagine it might be a little bit more complicated with a sticky adhesive bra thing to exemplify in a video. And it might go against Facebook's terms of advertising. But this is something, summertime's coming up, people are going to be washing their cars, hot rodders are going to be doing cruises. This is something that makes sense and it's trending right now. Things like the piano key labels. This is something that you really could probably push, because there are tons of people out there that are trying to learn piano. There's tons of teachers out there that teach piano. And this is a product that could be very beneficial to beginners, right? So this is something that someone might see. It's really cheap. You can sell it for 10 bucks, whatever, and target the right subset of people, and it could turn into a winning product. So that's something that I believe could pop off. The Solar Angel garden lights. Again, gardening pops off in spring and summer. Here we are. Personally, I think that, this is something that's pretty easy to target. You could target on Facebook, Meta, Instagram, whatever you want to call it, people that are into gardening and people also that are Christian, for example. So, if they might relate more, let's think Christian terms around church and angels and things like that might, that are also into gardening, that group of people, those are the people that are more likely to purchase something like this. This is very, very simple in my opinion, to put on your store and target. So I would guess that there are multiple sellers that are selling this and not just one person that's got a good list of people. Some other things, the pill organizer, boring. Don't think that's going to pop off in ads. Mini thumb sports action camera. This is something really cool as people are getting into sports, like summer sports. So it looks like this is something that kind of like clips onto you, that you can capture things, be it, you're hiking, bicycling, mountain biking, desert, snow, like sandboarding, maybe, kayaking. These are all these different outdoor sports and extreme sports, BMX, bike riding. These are sports that you could target that someone might be interested in buying, this camera. Moreover, I love when I see that they have some variations out of stock. These would be colors and storage space, meaning how many videos it can store before you have to offload and zero it out. It means that it really is selling and lots of different variants are selling. So that's good to see, and they'll get more in stock. So those are new ones. Like 2 weeks ago, we saw some of these, like the anti-bark torch, major problem solver, the rotating aroma humidifier. We talked about the warm cages hut tent. So some of these are still trending. And when you see something trending for weeks that doesn't just disappear out of here in a day or two, that's also a good indicator that it is more of an evergreen product that you could continue selling, that a lot of different people are selling. If you see these adhesive bra things here for 2 days, it means that a really large seller online did a sale of these, blew up the numbers and sold a boatload of these, and thus they ended up here kind of falsely in a way, because it'll drop off because sales will just stop because they did a big promo with some influencers, whatever, to an email list, and then it vanishes. So, these are things to look out for. A lot of these hot product things, like, yeah, you're looking at a hot product, but is it a hot product that a lot of people are selling successfully? And are they selling it consistently? Or is it a hot product that one person had a subset of an email list that would target perfectly to this, or an influencer sold that just, was a one-off thing? Those are all things to take into account. Car pet beds. So this is a Mercedes car pet bed. It looks like they have a Ferrari as well. So again, you can target pet owners that also love Ferrari, pet owners that also love Mercedes. And that's something that I think could easily be targeted. So there's some good products in here, actually. I was more disappointed last time I did this. We had a bit of a harder time. Okay, so the dry to flower bookmark kit. This is really cool. Especially, I could see how this might be working really well after Mother's Day too, because a lot of like Casey, my wife, when she gets flowers, be it from me or anyone else, she like hangs them upside down and like dries them out and then turns them into something. So I could see why this might be popping off, because there's a lot of flower gift giving the last week. But That being said, this is still a great summer product. It basically takes the flowers from a garden that a gardener might be creating and turns them into these really cool, beautiful bookmarks. Totally could see this popping off. Like this is a really cool do-it-yourself dried flower bookmark kit. And a lot of people love crafts, so arts and crafts and gardening and book reading. These are all things that you could target with your ads and hit the right audience. Like this is it's a common sense targeting, really. You don't have to think too hard about it. So that's a very cool product as well. Let's see what else we got in here. Whoops, didn't mean to click on that again. Rechargeable, whatever. Looks like a waterproof lipstick. I could see how waterproof lipstick would work right now because people are swimming and they're getting in the ocean. And, you know, this isn't my niche specifically, so I don't want to speak too harshly about how, you know, lipstick is generic. With the right marketing behind this, you could turn this into a winner for sure because it's glitter lipstick, which is cool. It's got 9 colors and it's waterproof. And we're going into, you know, a time of the year where everybody's getting in the water. And so they're buying like waterproof makeup and all these things. We looked at that last week. Let's see if there's a couple more. Easy word. This is one of those things that I would try, but I would not like bank on it. This is on like scale of 1 to 10, me thinking that I could make this product work. I would say like a 3, but I also feel like it's worth a test because it does solve a big problem. And things that solve problems can pop off. So remember this, what I think doesn't matter, okay? You can even write that down. You should write it down 2 ways. On a notepad or in your phone, say, what I think is irrelevant. What I think is irrelevant about a product. We're talking about a product, not in general. And you could also say, what Adrian thinks about a product is irrelevant, because the numbers are going to tell us yes or no. Oftentimes, what we think is completely inaccurate from what the results will show. So I like to play, you know, both sides a little bit here. I think this is a harder product to market because it's just a little shelf. But if you market it correctly, this is going to work to both men and women. A lot of people, you got to think about, like, I don't know what the average like house size in America or the world is, but I imagine it's, you know, not massive. Like people don't have these massive, expansive bathrooms. Like my house in Alice Beach is like, I think, let me see, 3,800 square feet. That's a big house, but my bathroom in that house is small. Me and Casey have no counter space. There is just stuff everywhere, especially with her stuff, because she has a lot more, like, you know, bottles of potions and lotions and different brushes and different, all sorts of different stuff. I don't know what it is, but I do know that it's everywhere. And then I have my hair products and my beard stuff and my brushes, and got the blow dryer, which is always in the way. So if you write the right story, you do the right type of video ad for this, this is something that could work because most people, they don't have large spaces in their bathroom. They just don't. I mean, I could come over here to Gemini, which is an AI like ChatGPT, and what is the average size of a bathroom in America? Be it apartment or home. I don't know. This is a long shot. I like asking weird questions. So it says it depends. All right, so a powder room, okay, let's just say the primary bathroom. Average size is 75 to 100 square feet in newer, more luxurious rooms. They could be up to 200 square feet. The common dimensions are about 1010 to 1215. 1010 is small. Now that's like, we're talking about counter space here, not full bathroom space. How much counter space would you say the average primary bathroom might have? All right, so 36 to 48 inches to put all your stuff. Put all your stuff, 36 or 20 to 21 inches to 36 to 48 inches. It's not a lot. So do people often not have enough space for all of their cosmetics, hair products, hair dryer, etc. in their bathroom? Do most people live in clutter? Yes, it's extremely common for people to feel that they do not have enough space. So this is like something you could start your ad copy out with. Like, do you feel like you don't have enough space in your bathroom? Do you feel like your cosmetics and hair products and hair dryers just everywhere? You're losing products because there's no good place to put them. Your hair dryer is falling off the counter and breaking, costing you hundreds of dollars. Da 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 da. Well, we have a solution for you. Boom. And this right here is the solution, right? To me, like, the hair dryer is always in the way. The shavers are always like, I'm like, where the heck did my shaver go? So yes, I do think that this could be marketed if you market it the right way. But, again, you're going to have to test. You're going to have to see what pops off. But I think it's worth a test. Some other things before we pop up. I don't want to give you a gazillion products because then you're going to just like run around and market a gazillion products and you're never going to focus. You need to focus. Kids Air Rocket Launcher. I think kids toys are great. The tactical canine chest vest. This is a very, very popular item. You can pull a pretty decent margin on this. Trust me, like, this is a very cool product that a lot of people buy. So it's no surprise that that is winning right now. Let me just see if there's one or two more that are worth talking about. Massaging neck thing. People always have neck pain, so I could see how that would be working pretty much any time of the year. And I think we'll end it there with the products. And we'll see what comes up next week. The smart planter, I think this could be a really cool item. I'll end it with this. Smart planter with AI, because AI is all the craze right now. And indoor plants are always, popular. So this is really, really cool. So these are some of the products I would recommend. That being said, go try some of these. Don't just always be looking for products. Find some products, choose 3 to 5 of them, run some ads and test them. Use Chat GPT or Gemini or whatever to help you come up with the story that you're going to tell to sell the product, the problem that your product is going to solve. And from there, you have some good copy and some products that we know are winning on Zendrop that you can start out with. And you're literally, like, in my opinion, 70% ahead of everybody else out there because your product selection has been validated and you have a really good story and solution that you can present to people. Okay, that's it. I'll see you next week, same place, same time, right here on the Profit Power Hour. I love you all. Wish you a ton of success. And I'll see you next Tuesday, 9 p.m. EST. Good night, y'all.